Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to eat a piece of shrimp that my daughter brought from work. So yeah, it caught me in mid chew. Okay, welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Angela, and we are studying the hidden hand of God from the book of Esther. And this week title is A King's Feast. So in the first couple of videos, we see that the study really focused on the king and his character and how he really was in the beginning before we know the story of Queen Vashti or even Queen Esther. So that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Some more is the king. And the title of this video is Feast Fit for a King. And I will be talking about feast, and I'm trying to eat. The author in Esther gives lots of detail about the setting of the king's second banquet. The 7-day feast for the locals as guests entered the court of the garden for the king's palace and found their place at the banquet table. You can imagine these are the locals. And so you think about being invited to a mayor's banquet, the governor, the president of the United States. You can imagine that they felt like they were important. They felt like, they were somebody. And so they were grateful that their host was the king. And I'm sure they talked among themselves. Ooh, this is nice. This is cute. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that it was just all new and exciting to them. Best of all, each guest was allowed to eat and drink whatever they wanted. At most royal Persian feasts, guests were required to eat and drink whatever was set before them. That's just like if you go to somebody's wedding. If all they got is baked chicken, mashed potatoes, and green beans, that's all you gonna eat. Just think about that for a minute. No one could say a polite, no thank you, I don't want that, no thank you. They couldn't say no thank you to a slice of goat or a dish of eggplant soup. Eggplant soup, that actually sounds really good. Eggplant soup. Nor could guests refrain from wine or any alcoholic drinks, but at this particular banquet, the one for the locals, the king allowed his guests to pick and choose whatever they wanted to consume, whatever they wanted. And the question in this study, in this particular day, it says, from what we've observed about the king so far, what might have motivated him to be so generous towards his subjects and tend to bend the banquet rules? Yeah, like yesterday, I told you my thoughts on that was I believe that he was trying to impress. It doesn't matter how powerful we are. We still have room to be insecure. We still have a space that we're insecure about. But in this particular day, I want to point this out. The question says, from what we observed about the king so far, what might have motivated him to be so generous? What might have motivated him not to follow the banquet rules? Like, you had to eat that slice of goat, or you had to eat that eggplant stew that was set before you, and whatever wine that was set before you, you had to eat it. So what you think that really motivated him to be so generous and break the banquet rules? In my study, this is what they say. The feast was held in Susa and given for the locals. Palace intrigue and treachery reached unprecedented proportion in the Persian Empire, and the king lived in constant danger. It was always wars and rumors of wars and so much treachery going on, so much rumors of violence and so much rumors of the king being attacked. The study says in this 7-day feast, the king might have carried the favor of those closest to him who had recently experienced the strain of hosting the feast for the war council. Maybe it could have been two different things, because the Bible really doesn't go into depth of why he was being so generous or what prompted him to be so generous. This is just a study of some theologians, or the study of various books. And because if I watch history movies and series a lot, like with kings and queens, those are some of my favorite things to watch. And it's always a rumor of attack. It's always a rumor of a takedown. And their main goal is to get to the king. And if the king could keep the locals close to him, that is what he's going to do. If he can just give them what they want, and they can drink and eat whatever they want, and they can drink and be merry and eat the best of everything, that is them. He's shining. They can show him favor, and in return, they can protect him. That's a lot of times how we are in society, if you think about it. Like with the government, if the government can give you money and make sure things are at your reach and obtainable, you'll have a better chance of electing this person or electing that person for office or whatever. So it could have been that, or it could have been the strain that the locals may have felt because of the wars and because of the violence and everything that was going on in that time. So that could have also motivated him to be so generous in return of being scared and insecure. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts on our study of the book of Esther, the hidden hand of God. We are just talking about the king so far. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share the love, share the love, share the love. Whatever you do, love God, love people. Serve God, serve people. We'll see you in the next video.